Oh, spot on, spot off. Noah Gragson says after the race, nobody confronts the guy. Everybody is sick and tired of Chastain, but nobody has the balls to get him. After he and Ross engaged in a fight following the race at Kansas, sounds like he listens to our show, or you guys have basically told him he needs to step it up. Right.
Oh, boy. I'm, y'all aren't going to believe this, but I'm spot off for this whole thing.
Oh, do share.
Like, Mama taught me that if you think you're going to get in a fight, you better swing first. Because if you don't swing first, you might not get to swing at all. So if Noah wanted to go confront him, you can't put your hands on a man and expect him not to hit you in the mouth, which he didn't hit him in the mouth. He hit him in the jaw, and he hit him pretty hard. The audible of that is relatively loud. And Noah's hair in that slow motion version.
The hair was
it turned all the Joey and them all turned around when they heard it like that.
I mean, there's a cool picture on Twitter of Joey literally taking a sip of his Coca-Cola right as he gets clocked. I'll see if I can find that and retweet it for you guys.
I've got it.
Drew it's awesome.
I'll look for it.
But here's listen. Ross Ross threw hands. I mean, this is like the third or fourth time we've seen him in his NASCAR career throw punches. And maybe this is why everybody is scared to confront Ross. Because Ross ain't – listen, just because you can throw hands don't mean you can fight. But if you know a guy's going to throw hands and you ain't really the throwing hand kind, you ain't going to walk up to the guy. So Brendan Poole – like, he obviously don't want to throw hands because he says somebody needs to go whoop him. Well, I'm going to tell you who didn't whoop him yesterday. It was the guy who grabbed him. If you grab my shirt or you push me, I'm going to hit you in the mouth because I don't know what else your intentions are. It's self-defense at that point. I don't know how – I mean, listen, the security guys, here's where I'll say I'm spot off for this too. If you're a security guy, okay – and your intention is to break the fight up, as soon as they grab each other, what should you do?
Break it up.
Break it up. You gave Ross an advantage by letting Ross throw a punch and then not letting Noah.
That's not really true. Noah could have went in there and swung first.
I'm just saying from a security guard perspective,
they're told to break fights up, but if Noah gets a shot.
Then why didn't they break it up?
They did break it up.
No, they didn't. They broke it up after he got popped in the mouth.
After he got popped.
So is it a fair scenario?
They didn't.
I saw people
if you grab me and I pop you in the mouth and then they grab you and you can't swing back, is that fair?
And Ty Dillon up at Watkins Glen when they were yelling at each other for 30 seconds, holding each other's uniforms.
They shouldn't break them up.
Listen, I love this. I'm spot on for this happening. I'm spot off for the way Noah went about it, and now all the other stuff comes out about how there was a confrontation on an airplane between the two of these guys after Talladega, where Noah apparently was not happy with Ross Chastain. And listen, I've heard about people getting their ass beat at the airport. I've heard about people getting their ass beat in their own motorhome. This is part of our sport that not everybody gets to see.
Might be the same person now that I think about it.
Not everybody gets to see. Not everybody gets to hear about all these things. Well, I love the fact that this is out in public. But if I'm Noah Gragson, I'm gonna confront him. I'm not going to put my hands on him. But if he raises his hands above his waist or puts his hands on me, I'm going to knock him out.
Yeah, I don't – listen, you can't go up there. Like I heard his interview afterwards. He's like, somebody's got to grab him. No, you don't got to grab him. You got to punch him in the face. Like if you grab him, you're going to get punched in the face, which you did. And, even on the racetrack, he took a couple shots at him, and he hurt us. We were chasing Ross down for fourth last 20 laps or so. And – we're catching him. We come up on Noah, and I wasn't even aware that they were having a feud at this point. Noah, we're running the top, and Noah just takes a swipe at Ross, completely misses him, and stacks us up. Ends up in front of us in the top lane and costs us. So now you're technically helping Ross. It's just listen, what was that, Mobb Deep? There's no such thing as halfway crooks. You're going to either do this or you're not. Go if you're mad at the guy, go punch him in the face. If you're going to wreck him on the racetrack. Don't be half about it because now you're just playing to the crowd somebody's got to go hit him, so I'm going to go grab him. Well, then all you did was make him look like you just enhanced the legacy of the don't give a to her because you walked up, put your hands on him. The funniest thing about the video was Ross telling him, "You better stop.
Yeah,
you better stop." Boom! Now I'm going to clock you in the jaw. That's the funniest thing about the whole video. Listen, if you're going to go in there, you better go in there swinging. Because
and he smiled. Did you see him smile?
Yeah. Oh, he's when they got him finally. But listen, to your point, I tweeted it last night, and people seem to agree. But Let it be a hockey fight. Let them beat the hell out of each other until they're on the ground. Then you go break it up. Like everybody say, if you jump in as a crew member, you're suspended for the rest of your life. Like just let these guys, because that when you see that, because these guys go into these things knowing somebody's going to break it up.
Yes.
It's like that, what was that, Dazed and Confused, when they're trying to egg the guy on. Like, if you go in there and punch him one time, they'll break it up before he ever gets to you. That's what these guys are doing. They're going into these fights knowing we're not going to get into a fight. As soon as I touch this guy, they're going to break it up. Like, who was it? Hemrick a couple years ago? We got to get him boxing lessons because, Ross clocked him. Then I think Hemrick got a hold of him last year or 2 years ago in the Xfinity deal. But if you're going to go in there, you better go in swinging because now you just look like an idiot. Like
he did this when who's the first guy that Noah punched in the Xfinity race is about 4 years ago, 4 years ago.
Burton, was it?
Was it Harrison?
Yeah, remember Harrison?
Oh, Harrison.
What'd Noah do? Swung.
Yeah.
Right away. And that was like it. So
He swung on Hemrick quick, too.
Yeah.
He missed, but
He swung.
I mean,
He'll throw hands.
It's just, but you got to connect at some point.
But here's the best thing about this whole thing is Ross Chastain is the most talked about person and persona on the racetrack right now. Even when the guy doesn't win, you're talking about him with a Hell Melon or you're talking about him with whatever. Noah Gragson is one of the most talked about guys off the racetrack. Obviously, last year he had a lot of success in the Xfinity Series, not so much right now in the Cup Series. The only thing that can make this feud and rivalry better is if two things. They actually race around each other a bunch in the future. That's going to be hard given what Noah's got going on in a lame duck situation with Chevrolet and the support they get versus what Ross gets. But the other thing is, why is Josh Wise not set up a camera this morning with a live feed for what it's going to look like when they're working out together all week?
I would say they both do that deal, right? They're both in that Josh Wise deal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Netflix.
They should just have like MMA
where's
classes.
the Netflix show? I mean,
But Noah said in his comments on pit road after he got hit in the jaw that he's going to see him this week and he ain't scared to do something.
Okay. The problem is, I feel like Noah, like I said earlier, I think he plays to the crowd. And when you're doing things that are not for yourself, we saw this with, was it Byron at Watkins Glen? Like completely out of character for him. He went up to try to wreck or run into Kyle Busch. Like he was getting egged on by the spotter and the crew chief. Like, you better go up there and I think Chad was crew chief. And it's like, you better go up there and handle it. And it's just not out of character for him. So when he went up there to handle it, he ended up knocking the front end off his own car.
yeah, it looks fish out of water.
So it's like when you're doing stuff that's not technically for yourself or how you actually feel, like if you're playing to the crowd of listening to you guys last week saying somebody's got to do something to this guy, like you can't go in there and just grab his shirt and think that that's going to be the end of it.
Well, there's obviously something that's happened before.
He wrecked him at Talladega.
Well, I mean, so,
I think that was not
away from
that
the
was not
racetrack.
Ross's fault.
Away from the racetrack, something else has happened. So there's already something
There's
going
history.
on here. So the best part is Noah grabs his uniform. What's Ross do? First thing he does,
Grabs his hand.
grabs his right hand, and then when he tells him you better stop, Noah gets a little more aggressive. Bam, that's it. But I will say that
Watermelon punch right to the jaw.
Ross did let go. He did let go of his hand when he swung. But I mean, he took away the first move right away. So if you don't go in
Do you
there,
still train with him, like with Josh Wise and stuff? Like, do you see him? I mean, during the week and stuff.
I'm surprised, but yeah, still in the Chevrolet program, surprisingly, yeah.
So you're gonna have to. You'll be around him this week.
Probably, yeah. What do you think it'll take? They see each other every day, and I'm not afraid to do stuff beyond the scenes.
What do you think it's gonna take to fully set the message? Will this be it?
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Your hand okay?
I don't think he's in the Chevy program anymore.
I think he's probably out. I don't know.
You think he's uninvited to
I'll
Josh
give him
Wise?
credit. I'll give him credit. Like, at least he didn't just get out of the car and say somebody should beat him up. He went over there and made some
for
kind
sure.
of an attempt. But you got to make a better attempt next time on the racetrack and off. Don't. I know he said something about he respects marks, but you definitely took a swipe at him. Like, so what were you trying to do there? Like, do what Larson did, get in front of him and block. If you see he's run the top and block him. But when you take a swipe at him, miss, and it actually hurt the guy that's chasing him, that doesn't seem very sensible.
Social media after the fact from Ross Chastain was brilliant.
Oh,
PR
yeah.
brilliance.
I've seen some,
PR brilliance. We're a no push policy at Trackhouse and a drama free day.
Drama-free day, yeah. Another drama-free
Another
day.
drama free day. Yeah. PR brilliance. If that's him,
that's fun.
congrats. If it's his PR team, it may be Jason Schultz for all we know.
That is true.
No, he's not that witty.
He's not that smart.
He'd
Dude,
be
Park-
maybe Jason is a guy
Do
who
you forget where
videoed
he
all this
parks?
stuff.
Don't forget where he parks. You think he came up with that?
I want to see Yeah, he parks in the VIP parking. I want to see Jason Schultz's video from yesterday. It's got to be epic.
Andrew?
Andrew's
home.
probably seen it.
He was home?
He was home.
Oh, well, we can't give Schultz credit for anything.
All right, then you lose, Jason. Sorry.
What an idiot.
Yep.
You can't miss races. First year full time out there.